the right way or nothing because you are not willing to be haunted. The right way or nothing because you are not willing to be haunted. I'm seeing someone saying, I can't make mistakes anymore. I can't sell myself short anymore. I cannot cut corners anymore. I can't just do things haphazardly anymore. I've got to be authentic. I've got to be real. I've got to make sure that things are really indeed what they are. I'm going to make sure that things are done correctly. This is what I'm hearing someone saying. No, I will not settle for less anymore. I will not accept that which is not supposed to be accepted anymore because I want to conform. I will not pretend to be what I am not because I want to conform. I've got to be authentic. Of course, I am authentic. I cannot bring myself low. I cannot bring my standard low for any reason. These are someone's words, and heaven is applauding you and saying, "Yes, indeed, you've come into maturity. You've come into knowing what you want and how you want things to be done. Before you were just doing things and like being carried by whatever, and you're just conforming. Even though you claim that you were mature, but you were still thinking like a child. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I acted like a child. But when I came into maturity, I put away childish things. Someone is putting away childish things. Things that they were conforming to before are no longer applicable now because there is a change. There is a change of mindset. There is maturity. Yes. A situation that you're about to get into or you're already into, you want things to be done correctly. And heaven is in support of you turning down the things that seem as though they are beautiful, yet they are counterfeiting. The Lord wants you to portray yourself to being real because you are real. The Lord wants you to do things according to how they are being done, not according to how the world wants things to be done in your life. Someone is willing to follow procedures in making a lasting or establishing a lasting foundation. Someone is taking the right procedure to establish a lasting foundation. What was it that was broken? And you will like ask you what happened? What happened? That was because a foundation was tampered with. When a foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? And now you are saying to yourself that I cannot make such a mistake anymore. I've got to do things rightly. And heaven is saying, yes, do things rightly. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about it. Because you cannot waste your time anymore. You cannot waste your resources anymore. You can't waste your energy anymore on things that seem real, whereas it's just nothing. Please pay attention to what I'm saying this moment. You've got to make sure that whatever you are looking at is real. You've got to make sure whatever that you're focusing your attention on is nothing but real, authentic. Make sure wherever you're giving your energy to is authentic. Stay grounded and look for quality, not quantity. Quality, not quantity. Because you aren't getting any younger. We aren't getting any younger. We keep come into maturity, and Lord's like someone has come into maturity, and they ought to be seen as a mature one. They ought to do things like mature ones. and not just being all childish, being all like all over the place. Like people are like they love to be all over the place. No, if God has given you a life, focus on that life. Even if it's not of high quality, prepare it, work on it to meet your standard. Work on it to meet your standard, or accept something of your standard. Don't sell yourself short. You aren't desperate. Before you were desperate, before you could settle for anything. You could settle for anything, but now, beloved, the Lord is saying that please maintain your standard. Whatever it is that you're considering in your life should be befitting of your personality. That's the truth. Because you don't have time to go rebuild, to go and start rebuilding and rebuilding. Foundations have been destroyed today because they were not solid. We rushed, we did things, and things backfired. But it can't happen now because we've come into maturity and we know what we want. We don't want to waste time in beginning. For how long are we going to continue beginning? The time that we are supposed to graduate to the next level, we are still starting. It hurts. It hurts so bad. If God allow you to start up something, make sure you remain there. Remain there. Fix it. Glory be to God. I'm talking about the things that can be fixed because not everything can be fixed. But what I'm hearing is that make sure that whatever that you focus on should be nothing but authentic. Should be nothing but the reality, but real. Should be not the real deal, the real things. Should be nothing but original. Let the foundation be stronger. Let the foundation be stronger. And that's what you are considering this moment. I'm just talking to those that are still trying to figure out what they ought to fix or or how they ought to conduct themselves. No, as for you, you are already aware of what I'm talking about. All what you need is nothing but authenticity. All what you need is should be real. All what the things that you're supposed to focus yourself. Even when talking about your friends, your acquaintances. Make sure that those who are coming into your life are those that are supposed to be resonating with you, not those that are going to come to pull you down because of their ways. I'm talking about you looking at situations from a different perspective, so you can be sure that regardless of what happens, something is going to continue standing. You can no longer be conformed to the patterns of this world. Romans 12 verse 2 says, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by renewal of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good and pleasant and perfect will. It's not what people say that matters. Forsake what they say. Forsake their fashion. Forsake their words. Forsake their patterns. Do not conform. Do not conform. Focus on who you are. You are unique in your own ways. And things are done in your life, spiritually and physically, in your own ways. It doesn't matter what anyone says about a situation that's related to you. If you know that a situation is good, it has been tested and approved, stay on that situation. Stay on that situation. And if you do not conform to the patterns of this world, your mind is going to be open for you to be able to test and approve that which is the will of God for your life. That's what you should be focused on this moment. What is Lord? What is your will for my life? Lord, what am I supposed to be focusing on? Lord, is this thing good? Is this thing holy? Is this thing what is your will? Testing. And the Lord kept saying, test the will of God. There is a time to test the will of God and approve those things that are pleasing and acceptable to Him. Test, test, test and approve the will of God. That's what the Bible says in Romans 12, verse 2. Test and approve the will of God. Living authentically means allowing God to shape our thoughts and actions, guiding us toward His will for our lives. God will just speak about authenticity. God just speak about authenticity. And He was explaining to me here this moment that living authentically means that you allow God to shape your thoughts and your action. Believe me, beloved, listen, Jesus. Everything that is coming into your life is authentic. That's what the Lord is saying. Whatever that is coming into your life this season is nothing but authenticity. In this season, are you going to be so happy? You're going to be so happy. I pray the power of God in your life. I pray that you get connected with like-minded, those who are rooted and grounded in the things of God, even the things in their lives. Those who are already tested and approves the will of God in their life, very, very sure foundation. That's where you are at this point in time. You're not going backward. Keep starting up things. Keep crumbling. No, that era has passed. It's a new season for you. God bless you. I love you so much. See you. I have been Amy Lizzie. Faith is our vehicle, and love is our strength. See you in the next video. Hallelujah.